Today at noon, new questions about the police response to the school shooting in Texas. We're moments away from a live update. Plus, the plea for justice from a family of a man killed in a hit-and-run crash. All next at noon on Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
This is Eyewitness News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
The sun is shining bright and sizzling hot to start this Memorial holiday weekend on Daytona Beach. But you may be dodging some rain today and throughout this weekend. Good afternoon and thanks for being with us. I'm Alexa Lorenzo. Certified meteorologist Cassandra Kermy is tracking those rain chances for your Friday afternoon in Severe Weather Center 9.
Yeah, you know, and outside those temperatures, they are already really heating up. We've got daytime numbers in the mid 80s. We're sitting right now in Daytona Beach at 87 degrees, 85 in Sanford and 86 degrees in Leesburg. You add on about 4 degrees, and that's what it feels like with that heat index. And winds, they are breezy out of the south and west. This is going to continue to pump up some of the heat, some of the moisture content for us, making the possibility of rain for more of us a little bit better. But we do have some now, mainly in parts of Marion and now parts of Sumter County, where we have some scattered downpours, even an isolated thunderstorm. This is the first of the afternoon that's going to be crossing over the I-75 corridor as we get just to the south of Ocala for us. But we are going to see more rain and storms as we head through the afternoon, really bumping it up quite a bit from what we had yesterday, scattered through the afternoon and into our evening hours. And there will be some locations, I think, tonight that are going to have a better chance for some of the heavier pockets of rain. That's going to be closer to our coastline. Winds out of the southwest really going to keep that east coast sea breeze a little bit closer pinned to our coastline. So where we get the two of the sea breezes meeting will be a little bit closer towards our eastern zone. So that thunderstorm chance right at around dinner time, a little bit elevated. And you can see the comparison as we get closer to Mount Dora. That rain chance sitting about 30% through the 2 and 4 o'clock hour, up to about 50% right at around dinner time, but then starting to drop things off. And the rain's chance, it sticks around this weekend as well. I'll have more on that coming up. Alexa.
There are still questions this afternoon about the police response to the massacre at a Texas elementary school. Here's a live look in Uvalde, Texas, as we expect to get an update from investigators at any moment. Let's listen in.
And one of those is
We've been listening to investigators out of Uvalde, Texas, detail the timeline of Tuesday's massacre. They tell us the shooter got on property at 11:30. At 12, there were dozens of officers on campus, and that suspect was not shot and killed until 1. Lots of people are questioning police officers' response right now, and the investigation is just in the beginning phases. They're looking into the digital footprint of the suspect. Hundreds of interviews have been conducted so far. There's more to that news conference, and we will bring it to you, and you can find the remaining details on our website, WFTV.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You've heard the headline, but the day's big story needs more detail. We investigate why it's important right now with expert perspective from both sides on what's next and how it affects you. It's time to sort through what really matters with WFTV Tonight.
The WFTV News app. Get access to breaking news and exclusive video reports. Stream live newscasts. Plus, set custom alerts for stories that matter to you. Download for free in your app store today. Just search WFTV.
Welcome back. It's 12:19 on your Friday afternoon, and it is hot.
It is hot and steamy. A lot of us are still on the dry side, but rain and storms, that's something that's going to become more abundant for us as we head through the day today and really as we head into our holiday weekend. So outside now, we're at 85 degrees, winds south-southwest at 11 miles per hour. Most of us on the dry side, but we head up toward the north and west. Again, Marion County up in Ocala, that's why our numbers now into the 70s. We have some rain-cooled skies there. Some heavy downpours moving out of Ocala, but still some thunderstorm activity from Marion Oaks down into Rutland as we head into parts of Sumter County. All of this is kind of just prefrontal moisture that we're going to be seeing as we head through the afternoon because the front is still pretty far away from us. It's not expected to move into central Florida, but it is definitely helping drive these showers and storms both Saturday and Sunday, whereas we get closer to the metro, we'll be seeing slightly drier conditions, but very seasonal in the sense of afternoon storms each day through a Memorial weekend with highs in the upper 80s. Alexa.
Cassie, thank you. A local woman claims she is out of thousands of dollars and can no longer purchase a home. Why she reached out to Action 9 for help understanding what she is calling a risky new home contract. And this lovely young lady is looking for forever love. We'll introduce you to her in this week's 9 Forever Family series.
Doppler 9 radar is driven by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
An Orlando woman claims a builder refuses to return a $33,000 deposit for this new home. It's a home she can no longer buy because when she lost her job, the mortgage company canceled her loan. And that's when she discovered how risky new home contracts are. She turned to Action 9 consumer investigator Todd Ulrich for answers, and he explains how to avoid these contract traps. During the pandemic, schools were limited to online learning, but now there's a red flag. Why the Federal Trade Commission says they're cracking down on companies who may have shared your child's personal information. And next, what U.S. senators are doing right now to tighten up gun laws following the Texas school massacre.
This Tower Cam shot is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, who believe everyone should have access to a good lawyer. Watch Eyewitness News from any device with Eyewitness News Livestream, presented by Bogan Munz & Munz. Choose results. Choose Bogan Munz & Munz.
As dozens of families in Uvalde, Texas are planning funerals after the mass shooting earlier this week, votes in Congress over gun reform laws are on hold during this holiday break. Our Washington correspondent Kirsten Garris is in D.C. with the latest on these negotiations and potential legislation. People at a candlelight vigil tonight will remember the young man shot and killed in a deputy-involved shooting in Osceola County. Surveillance video shows the confrontation in the Target parking lot last month. 20-year-old Jaden Baez died. 2 teenagers were also injured. They're accused of stealing a pizza and Pokemon cards. Tonight's gathering starts at 7:30 in the parking lot of the Target off of US 192. Seminole County held a day of remembrance ceremony to honor fallen military members and law enforcement officers today. This ceremony was held at the Seminole County Heroes Memorial in Sanford. The event included a presentation of colors by the Honor Guard and speeches from keynote Army veterans. The families of fallen military members also received recognition ahead of Memorial Day for the services of their loved ones. If your child depended on virtual learning during the pandemic, the Federal Trade Commission says their information could have been recorded while online. A report from the Human Rights Watch shows millions of students were tracked on educational websites and applications without their consent. Their identity, location, and online activity were collected. The information was shared to companies like Google and Facebook. And last week, the Federal Trade Commission announced plans to crack down on these companies. The recall is growing for Jif peanut butter due to possible salmonella contamination. Last week, the J.M. Smucker company issued the recall. Now, items with small Jif cups, like fruit snack trays or dipping packages, are also being recalled. The CDC estimates that bacteria causes more than 1.3 million infections and 420 deaths in the United States each year. Symptoms include diarrhea, fever, and stomach cramps. For teens with medical needs, being featured right here on our Forever Family series may be their last hope at finding a connection. Lala, who you're about to meet right now, truly enjoys having long-lasting bonds with people, and in her case, she could stay at the group home she is in now. But this lovely young lady wants to have someone who will visit her and stay in touch long-term. Still to come, a local man's condition that doctors called an exploding heart. Why he says this near-death experience is the best thing that's happened to him. Many of us take our health for granted, not knowing when a medical emergency could happen. But this Florida man says he is grateful after surviving what his doctors called an exploding heart. Channel 9's Kirsten Delgado introduces us to a man who doctors say is a living miracle. What a message and a story of survival. Wednesday marked 3 years since that life-saving surgery. Since then, Roy says he's lost 40 pounds and now works out every day and often does 5Ks with his wife. Wow. Disney has something cosmic for you to kick off your Memorial Day weekend. Coming up, we'll take you on a journey to the newest attraction.
And as we take you outside during our lunch hour, there are some of us that are getting some of the rain and storm activity already starting, and there's more rain and storms to come. I'll be taking you hour by hour through that chance coming up.
Channel 9 makes it easy to find the websites you see on Eyewitness News. Just go to WFTV.com and click Web Links. Then you'll be quickly connected to information you're looking to find. WFTV.com Web Links. Brought to you by The Closing Agent.
In today's local steals and deals, a way to save money and make every day a good hair day. Here's Lisa Robertson. Today, Walt Disney World opens its brand new attraction. Guests can now ride the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. The roller coaster is fully immersive, blasting you from one side of the galaxy to the other. Disney Imagineers use techniques and technology from previous experiences in a brand new story with characters Marvel fans know and will surely love. Very cool stuff. Well, today is a very special day for all of us here at Channel 9. As you notice, Eyewitness News legend Vanessa Eccles isn't on the desk this afternoon because she will anchor her final newscast this evening before she rides off into the sunset of retirement. And whether you've lived here in Central Florida for just a few weeks or lived here the 3 decades she's worked with us at Channel 9, there's a moment she's surely made you smile. Even today, as we celebrate her final farewell.
So what do you think you'll be feeling when it is your last day on Friday?
I think I'll be feeling, I can't believe this is happening. I can't imagine what that is going to feel like. I think I'll just be like, every day, every moment of the day will be, this is the last time I will, do this kind of thing.
Do you think you'll be sad?
I think it is a bittersweet kind of thing. I think I'll be sad to leave people, but I think I can look back on a career that was exciting and I was blessed to do well in my jobs. So I think I'll look back on that with a sense of, okay, I think I did some good with it.
There's no doubt, not some, a lot.
Thank you.
All right.
Not some, a lot. So much good in her 30 years here at Channel 9, and we've been so blessed to work side by side.
I know. We, as a community, are going to miss her, I think, as a journalist, as an advocate in the community for all that she's done. So, yeah, her last day. So crazy.
My goodness.
Congrats.
Well, we'll text her
Tell us
when
how
we have
retirement
questions.
is. I know, right? Well, hey, we've got a hot day today. We have partly cloudy skies outside for most of us. Some rain and storms now starting to pop up. So there's a lot that's going to be changing as we head through our Friday afternoon and into the weekend. This weekend, that trend where our eastern zones will kind of be the favored location for some of our evening storms. But we're going to keep that rain chance elevated as we take you all through Memorial Day weekend. That includes Monday as well, with temperatures that will stay in the upper 80s and low 90s. Alexa.
Cassie, thank you. Here's a look at what's coming up today on GMA3.
Tonight's primetime lineup on WFTV is brought to you by your local Southeast Toyota dealers.
WFTV.com. See breaking news anytime, everywhere. Streaming live no matter what device you're on. Plus, zoom in to live radar and track storms to where you live. WFTV.com is brought to you by City Kia of Greater Orlando.
Here's a look at some of the stories we're working on for you at Eyewitness News starting at 4. The Daytona Beach police chief says a 16-year-old boy died after stabbing a teenage girl. Investigators tell us the boy died on his way to the hospital this week. We're digging into what officers have uncovered on Eyewitness News at 4. Also today, starting tomorrow, Florida's tax-free holiday on all disaster preparedness begins. Hurricane season officially starts June 1st. A look at the items included on the list for the very first time this year, starting at 4. Stocks are up on Wall Street this afternoon. Here's a look at the numbers so far. We'll have the closing figures later today on Eyewitness News, starting at 4.
Stocks are brought to you by the personal injury firm of Todd Minor Law.
Things are warming on up, but we do have some rain on the way. Here's certified meteorologist Cassandra Cremey.
And we do have some thunderstorms, most of which are starting to move into the Ocala National Forest, just to the east of Ocala. But we've got some pretty heavy pockets of rainfall as we get down closer towards Wildwood, Coleman, even just on the north side of Lake Panasoffkee. And this is going to be lifting off towards the east. So Fruitland Park in the next 15 to 20 minutes, Carlton Village in about 10 minutes. You'll be seeing some of the wet and stormy weather head your way. But a good 50% chance for scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms for us today with the heat and humidity. Again, those heat index values are going to be closer towards the mid-90s for most of this afternoon. Then as we head into the holiday weekend, we're going to keep it warm, upper 80s and low 90s, and very summertime seasonal for that unofficial start to summer. We're going to be looking for the 40% chance for afternoon showers and storms each day this weekend, and that includes Memorial Day with temperatures right at around 89 to 90, and that continues into next week as well. Alexa.
Thank you so much for watching Eyewitness News at noon. GMA3, what you need to know is next.
Right now, get your Channel 9 Eyewitness News updates anytime on your Amazon Echo device. It's simple. All you have to do is tell Alexa, Alexa, play the WFTV Flash Briefing.
Brought to you by Osborne and Francis, Real Tough Lawyers.
Time and Temperature is driven by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.